Moving on to next subtopic, which is physical and chemical change. Physical changes is change in size, shape, or state of matter. No new matter or product form. No chemical reaction occur. For examples, breaking a pencil. Phase changes, freezing, boiling, melting. So physical change means that when a compound physically change its shape, change its size, change its states of matter. So when you have a solid, it melts to become liquid. So that is physical change. While for chemical changes, it change that produces a different kind of matter. Evidence of chemical change are bubbles, new color, different smell, heat absorbed or released. Examples of chemical changes are burning, cooking, rusting and rotting. So, in physical change, solid, or for example, an ice, when it melts, so it will produce water, liquid. So, liquid can evaporate to become gas. So, that is physical change. It's physically change. For chemical change, in this diagram, the reaction of sulfuric acid and sugar will give off heat. So, therefore, heat will be released from the reaction. Therefore, it is a chemical change. Another example is explosion. The heat will be released from the reaction. So, these are examples of physical changes, and these are examples of chemical changes. Guys, please try these DIY questions. You can check the answers with your tutorial lecturers. You guys are great! Okay, moving on to last subtopic, which is elements. Actually, you already learned about elements. So, this is a recap. So, what is element? Element is a substance that consists only one kind of atom. Element can be atom or molecule. So, example of element are sodium, Na, carbon, graphite, oxygen gas, O2, ozone, O3, chlorine gas, Cl2. Element cannot be decomposed into simpler substances. So, in a periodic table, all the elements in this universe will be arranged according to increasing number of protons. Hydrogen has one proton number. It is placed at top left corner of periodic table, followed by helium has 2 proton number, lithium 3 proton number, beryllium 4 proton number, boron 5 proton number, carbon 6 proton number, and so on. All the elements in group 1 known as alkali metals. All the elements in group 2 known as alkali earth metals. All the elements in group 3 until 12 known as transition elements. Elements in group 17 known as halogens, while elements in group 18 known as inert gases. Each element is represented by a unique chemical symbol. For example, helium is He, so there is no other element being represented by He. Only helium represented by He. Same goes to aluminium, Al, copper, Cu, silver, Ag, tin, Sn, uranium, U. There are 7 horizontal rows of elements called periods. The vertical columns of elements are called groups. Elements in the same group have the same number of valence electrons. Ions. Group 1 to 13 to 17 tends to form ion that have same number of valence electron as the nearest noble gas. Maybe they will gain electron or maybe they will lose electron. For example, group 1 alkali metals, they will lose 1 electron to form 1 plus ion. For example, Na plus, Li plus. Group 2 elements tend to lose 2 electrons to form 2 plus ions. For example, magnesium 2 plus. Group 15 tend to gain 3 electrons and form 3 minus ion. Group 16 tend to gain 2 electrons and form 2 minus ion. For example, oxide O2 minus. Group 17's halogen tend to gain 1 electron and form 1 minus ion. For example, fluoride, chloride, bromide. Okay guys, please try this DIY question. You can check your answers with your tutorial lecturer. You guys are great. Thank you for listening. Bye-bye.